Razor Sharp Lifestyle 101 represents the core values of self-improvement and the ability of dealing with the boredom of repetition that concentration, great focus, and effort requires for your self-improvement and fulfillment. The question is, what association you base your schedule on? Who do you associate yourself with? Who you criticizing and judging? Well, I ain't like him. I do me. Who do you base your schedule on associating yourself with? That's the question. That's the most important question in the world. Your association identifies who you are. What you base your schedule on, oftentimes, for the most part, identifies your values. It is the map, the road map that tells me and all adults where you're going, whether you're progressing or digressing. The average adult based their schedule on negligence. Therefore, if you spend most of your time negligent, and the average 5 people or adults you spend most of your time being negligent with, you're no better than them. So why are you criticizing them? There are a group of adults, let's say 5, who base their schedules on negligence of vitality, health, and fitness. All of them are on the same path of dietary disease, consequently, guilt, shame, and regret. Who are your associates? Who are your comrades? Who are your confidants? That's the most important evaluation in the world. That's the most important self-evaluation on earth. Self-evaluation is a negligence that no adult really can afford to habituate. It's consequences to your schedule of negligence. Well, I work 40 plus hours a week. I ain't negligent. I put food on the table. I feed my kids. Do you deserve a pat on the back for that? As you move into adulthood, legally you're able to work to feed yourself. That way you don't have a dietary structure of beggary depending on someone else, another adult, to feed you. I mean, that's basic arithmetic. That's as simple as it gets. After you graduate high school, your negligence of an extensive reading schedule has consequences to it. A reading schedule that's based on the content of self-improvement and fulfillment. Well, I read a lot when I was in high school. I done my reading. What excuse is that? You graduate high school, therefore, you don't have to no longer have a schedule of 40 plus hours of reading for your self-improvement fulfillment. You'd rather spend 10 hours watching TV, complaining to your other associates about how tired you are and how you're trying to make it, and pressing each other on material success. What little do you have? The conversation is about wishes. It's often not about negligence. What is your schedule? What is your schedule? Evaluate your schedule. Evaluate your associations that you base your schedule on. Evaluate the food on your plate that you base your schedule on. Evaluate your heart that you base your schedule on. A mentor once told me that oftentimes he evaluated my schedule.
Do you think he's really died?
With the most valuable comment on earth.
He's been dying for 10 years.
I consider it the most instructive way
Maybe he just misses us.
to ever coach an adult, whether young or old.
2 weeks on the road, your incessant screaming is hurting my head.
You have to have the heart. And no matter how smart you are, how intelligent you are as an adult, we all have intelligence. You have to have the heart. If you have the heart, you will grow. You have to have the heart. If you have the heart, you will grow. Have a heart. All it takes is a heart. You will grow. That is the most important statement that any adult can ever base their schedule on, giving heed to, and evaluating. Give heed to something like that. Basing your schedule on your attention to that represents great rewards. Dietary and otherwise. What is your heart based on? Is it based on a schedule of bragging to your associates about your little success? Material success that you're experiencing because you just got paid on Friday? Is it based on you bragging about how much you celebrated on last week because you did 50 hours for your employer and you got paid? Well, you got an increase in pay depending on your status of it as an adult. If you have kids, that means overtime don't make a difference really, monetary wise. What is your schedule? That's the most important question you have to ask yourself. What is your schedule of association? What is your schedule of priorities? Well, I mean, I've been having bad luck. I mean, it seems like, I've been trying, though. I've been working. Though. The most important thing on earth you can evaluate yourself by is your schedule. What is your calendar? Who are your mentors? Who are your mentors that you base your schedule on? Who are your associates that you base your schedule on? Who are your comrades that you base your schedule on?
I shall sacrifice 100 bulls to honor your triumph.
Ask yourself this. Base your schedule on this self-evaluation. Then you can reward yourself. You deserve this platter, a reward, because you put in the dietary work for it. What is your dietary structure? And I'm not talking about the food on your plate. Everything you consume is based on your dietary structure. Every priority you schedule for yourself, whether your self-improvement or your self-degradation, is your dietary structure. You are, as an adult, you are a consumer. Base your schedule on the evaluation of that. A consumer. What is your schedule? This is the most important question you can ask yourself. One of my mentors mentioned, it was the most important statement I can ever base my schedule on giving heed to.
I still have difficulty imagining that. You know, those things don't belong easier than blood. Here he is. Senator Gaius, Senator Falco.
Base your schedule on working harder on your self-improvement and fulfillment than your job. Every adult has employers. Most cases they do. Even the ones whose dietary structure is based on the schedule of beggary. They once had employers. But from guilt and shame and regret of their negligences and the PTSD of their experiences because of their negligences and the PTSD that they experiences from the negligence of others who were under their care or whatever. They have destroyed their drive to evaluate themselves, to honor the name of anyone who have become the sickest adult on earth because of their negligence. Are you learning from the negligence of the other adults? That's the question. That is the self-evaluation that you must base your schedule on as an adult. Self-assessment. Your self-fulfillment, your self-improvement, your self-assessment, your self-fulfilling prophecies is based on a schedule of vitality, health, and fitness, of progressive growth, and the core values of it, which represents a neuropsychology of self-discipline. My schedule for my self-improvement and fulfillment is the busiest schedule on earth.
He loves you. He always has.
It is the hardest schedule on the planet, really.
He will need you now.
40 plus hours a week of work. That's nothing in comparison to a schedule for my self-improvement and fulfillment. Because I must be strict on myself, improvement, fulfillment, to resist the negligence, the temptation of negligence that all of us as adults, we face on a daily basis. It is the strictest schedule on earth. 60 to 100 hours a week. No days off. The brain works 24 hours a day, 24/7. The brain is operating. It never sleeps. Your enemies never sleep. The enemies of my dietary structure never rest, complaining about my structure. I must base my schedule on outdoing them. I must advance myself based on a schedule of vitality, health, and fitness. Oh no, as an adult, this is not a competition. This is a schedule based on your creative ability that you sacralize as your ritual to materialize whatever it is that you hope for or wish for. But it requires the neuropsychology of self-discipline, which is the strictest schedule on earth.
You see that map, Maximus?
Oftentimes, as adults, we learn the hard way. We learn from suffering. Until we get sick, that's when we begin to value our vitality, health, and fitness. Until we get sick. Or, most cases, we just say, well, I mean, we all got to die something. We make excuses. We throw in the towel. Well, we haven't been fighting, really. So throwing in the towel, we've been through the towel 25 years ago.
Nothing more.
As adults. Don't blame it on the kids. Do not blame it on any other adult. Your negligence. It is the elders of your community that you base your schedule on. Learning from their negligence, learning from their lessons, learning. And if your schedule is based on the status of being an elder, and your schedule is based on negligence, habitually, as it was 25 years, 35, 40 years ago. Maybe you will learn from your negligence once you get sick.
How will the world speak my name in years to come? Will I be known as the philosopher, the warrior, the tyrant?
What's your schedule?
Or will I be the
What is your schedule?
who gave Rome back her true self?
That's the most important question on earth. What is your association?
So fragile. And I fear
What do you base your association on? Your association, is the most important self-evaluation on earth.
tell me about your home.
What schedule do you base your association on?
My house is
And you constantly complain about your being shortchanged and so forth. And
stones that warm the sun.
the self-fulfilling prophecies of progress that you have not been wishing for 25, 30 years.
Through the gate is a giant poplar.
And it seems like
Apples
an unstoppable evil force is just holding you back.
flat like
The unstoppable evil force that's holding you back. If you do and if self-evaluation, base your schedule on self-evaluation, that unstoppable force is based on your negligence. That unstoppable evil force is based on your negligence. You prioritize your schedule with your employer. You get up 3 o'clock in the morning to go for the man and work for him.
What would you have me do, Caesar? I want you to become protector of Rome after I die. I will empower you.
You don't want to get up, but you discipline yourself, base your schedule on making yourself get up.
And end the corruption that has crippled
I got to go to work. After I get off work, my schedule is based on just lounging around, sloughing off. Sloughing off on your fitness. Sloughing off on your vitality. Sloughing off on your schedule of health, of progressive growth. Psychological health, quite frankly. And you wonder why psychologically you are not feeling well, oftentimes, as an adult. As an adult, we oftentimes neglect to reevaluate ourselves, our ego, our attitude. Psychologically, we are weak as adults if our schedule is based on negligence, which means that it represents a structure of apathy, a dietary structure of apathy. I only care about myself. I'm going to do me. You go do you, huh? You go do you. How are you doing you? What do you mean by that? What is your schedule based on as it relates to doing you? Doing you. You've been doing you. A number on yourself for the last 25, 30 years.
Was not always so.
Let's do the dietary math. I've been wanting to lose 25 pounds for 15 years.
Maximus, stop. Let me see your face.
What you looking at? What you staring at me for?
I lost many men.
What did my father want with you?
To wish me well to fight.
I gotta pay these bills.
You're lying. I always tell when you were lying because you were never any good at it.
Boy, I'm getting tired of paying bills.
True. But then you never had to. Life is
I just got paid on Friday, though. I'm gonna go scratch off this lottery ticket. Play the Mega Millions. And what's gonna happen when you get your Mega Millions? Then I'll be set. Then I'll be fitter. Then my psychologically I will feel better. Once I hit that jackpot.
will announce a succession within days. Well, you served my brothers. You served
I've been playing the lottery in over 25 years.
I will always serve Rome.
you know,
20 years. Only 25 years.
oh yeah. I pray.
I haven't sent no one out to play a lottery for me. I mean, lately. And I don't base my schedule on that.
And I hear you have a son.
The psychology of it
Lucian,
represents guilt, shame, and regret.
you'll be nearly 8 years old.
My son is also nearly 8. I thank you.
You are taking the easy way out. Do you base your schedule on taking the easy way out? The path of least resistance? Or do you base your schedule on do the self-evaluation? Do you base your schedule on taking the path of most resistance? And are your associates that you base your schedule on being your company,
We'll try to live with the dignity you have.
or are they basing their schedule on the same path of resistance? Ask yourself the question. That's doing you properly. Ask yourself the question as an adult.
This is wrong.
Why are you tired all the time throughout the day? Why are you tired? You're not 80 years old.
You'll find it hard to do your duty.
You have not even paid your dues to be this tired.
Sometimes I do what I want to do. The rest of the time, I do what I have to.
Have you ever asked yourself the question, why am I tired like this throughout the day? I sleep all the time, lay in bed and eat Cheetos and watch, reality shows. Bought me a couple outfits, I'm gonna show them off. Look what I got. Got me some new shoes, some Gucci's. Yeah, dude.